What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into this video we will learn and test your macro game. You will be tested in 5 place bronze to challenger, and if you answer one situation right you will get 2 points. So by the end of this video you will be able to rate your macro from a scale from 2 to 10. 2 meaning your macro is probably bronze, 10 is basically challenger. So well, let's see how much you can actually take. Let's get started. The first play that we're going to be analyzing is a play that is happening in lower elo. So this is very simple. Those guys are getting pushed in. We can see that Ezreal and Pyke, they're getting pushed in. Nico is constantly hitting the minis. They are pretty much going to get bullied. So for this situation, we're going to analyze the macro of this Pyke. So let's see what this Pyke is going to do. So he got chunked, the Ezreal got chunked as well, and Pyke wants to really go for it. So right now, Ezreal is in the tower with low HP. The wave is coming into him. Nico is pretty low HP, and we know that the enemy jungle started on the bot lane. Pyke is recalling right now. So what is the correct play? What should Pyke do right here? Should she recall? Should she stay? And why? So if you answered, hey, Pyke shouldn't really look to stay here because he has low HP, then you are wrong. Right here, the Pyke should stay because if Ezreal stays into the laning phase and Pyke just leaves, then Ezreal is going to be able to be diveable. Even if we knew that Viego, so right here Viego started on bot lane, so there is no way he's going to be on bot lane. So well, even if he is, Pyke is super safe with the Ezreal into the tower because in case they dive, Nico doesn't really have enough HP and Vel'Koz doesn't really have enough mana to sustain this dive. So if Pyke is a good player right here and he cares about winning this game, he will stay with his Ezreal because he is low and he will need him right now. If Pyke is going to recall, this will make Ezreal very, very exposed. So we can see that the Pyke had no idea how to play this. He just recalled and now he's just going to flame his AD carry like, hey bro, you're so fucking bad, you just died into the tower. Well, no bro, this is your mistake. So Pyke did this mistake right here. The next play that we're going to be analyzing is still in lower elo. So this is basically around low silver, high bronze. So let's see what this Victor is going to look to do. So right now he is low HP. He plays against Vladimir matchup. So theoretically right here, what do you think he should do? What is the most important thing in this lane right now? So you have 3 options. I will give you 3 options. Option number A is play safe because he has low HP, so he doesn't want to get bullied by the Vladimir. Option number B is look to push the wave, try to get level 2 advantage, and try to look to get something on the Vladimir while being max range because he doesn't have enough HP to stay in this fight. Option number 3, go recall and just TP back to the laning phase so you don't really lose anything. What do you think this guy should do right here as Victor? What do you think a challenger player would do? If this is Faker, what does he do right here with Victor? So, well, let's take it step by step. So, this guy doesn't want to recall. Like, it's just so bad. Yes, he could just use TP back, but why would he waste TP knowing that he doesn't really have anything to buy? Second of all, we said that he might look to play safe. Well, why would he play safe? Victor can just look to poke the Vladimir because he's going to have a good edge in this matchup because Victor wins early game against Vladimir due to his range advantage and his Scorch in the early game, so he can probably play pretty aggressively, especially with the biscuits up. Victor has the edge against Vladimir. So right here, he should look to push. He should look to start Q. He should look to push. And if he can also look to poke the Vladimir when he doesn't have his Q up so he can trade back, then he should do it. So we can see that Victor has absolutely no idea what he should do. He's just chilling into the laning phase, trying to poke, not hitting minions as well. Like, it doesn't matter that you're going to get some poke on the Vladimir. Vladimir will eventually get level 2 advantage, and at some point he's just going to bully you, go on you, and that's so bad. We can also see that the Vladimir is so bad that he doesn't really use anything onto the Victor. He has the empowered Q right here, and he just wasted it again and again on the minions, which is very bad. So this is the reason why counter picks don't really matter in silver, bronze, gold, low platinum, because if you want the counter picks to matter, then you should really learn how to use it. So right now, if Vladimir is a very good player, he can still win against this Victor if the Vladimir is going to be more proficient on his champion. Alrighty, the third play, we're going to be analyzing something a little bit of higher elo. So this is almost Grandmaster. So let's see if you know how to make a Grandmaster level macro. This is going to be two situations. Let's see if you can actually answer correctly. So right now, the Sylas is looking to push. He is having a slow push into the enemy. By slow push, I mean his wave is slowly going into the enemy because he has significantly more minions than his enemy. So right now, Sylas is just looking to slow push, and right now he's going to look to bait the Talon to go under the wave, and at this exact time he's probably just going to look to push and recall because he has a big wave. The worst thing that he can do is keep slow pushing, because if he keeps slow pushing, the next wave is going to come here and is going to freeze to his tower. So he needs to push or look for an opening to go on the tower. So right now my question is, what is the correct play in this specific situation, considering the movement of the Talon? Considering the movement of the Talon, what is the right play right here? This is a little bit of a harder macro play. So let's actually analyze what the Talon is doing. So right now, Talon's wave is pushing into him. He's a smart player. He's a Grandmaster player, Master Grandmaster player. So this is not the lowest elo in the world. He knows how to play the game. Wave is coming into him, and he's walking up very close to the Sylas onto the left-hand side like this. He's pushing aggressively when, if you really think about it, this cannon wouldn't even die. Like, think about it. Like what minions are killing this minion right now? Like what minions are focusing this minion? So he doesn't even need to walk up right here. Talon is inting here. He should not walk up. He should just stay behind. Let the wave to come into him, since the cannon is too healthy for it to be killed. So why is he walking up? Well, he's walking up because of Lee Sin, obviously. So we saw the posturing of the Talon. He acted stupid intentionally just because he wanted to bait out the Lee Sin. Now Lee Sin is going to instantly pop the Sylas. So overall, the Sylas played it good because, well, it's a balanced champion. Sylas is really balanced as a champion. But Talon, very good, baited him right here for the Lee Sin. It was kind of obvious. So this is kind of things that you need to analyze for Master Tier, Grandmaster, Challenger. So the mistakes are very subtle. Let's see. So let's see if you answered this one right. But let's see if you can answer the next one right. So right here, this is the wave state. What should Lee Sin do right here? What should he do? Of course, like right now, the wave is coming into him. We can see that the next incoming minion wave is right here. We can also know that because we can also look at our wave and see where the next wave is positioned. So right now, this wave is not going to crush right now because this wave is like right here. So what should Lee Sin do? Right now, wave is not going to crush, but Sylas has DP, and the wave is very big. So what would you do right here? What do you think Faker would do in this situation? So in this position, this is very hard. So at the moment, we know that this wave shouldn't really be crushed. That's the job of Lee Sin, and Lee Sin should know that Sylas has TP. So in case Sylas has TP and he's going to see the wave frozen right here, he will instantly TP, go onto the wave, and break the freeze. So right now, Lee Sin should make sure this wave doesn't crush before this wave comes to the tower. The thing is, the wave is pretty far. If you look at the wave right now, the wave is slow pushing into them, and it's just two minions that they have to kill. So this is actually pretty easy, that this minion wave is super big, so it will kill these minions pretty fast. So Lee Sin should look to pull the minions, meaning that he should first of all make sure they don't go into the tower. So he needs to make the wave less big. He needs to kill minimum 2 minions right here. Again, he makes sure this wave doesn't crash into the tower and it's not too big. And after he trims it, he needs to basically stay into the laning phase before Talon gets in the lane, because if he doesn't stay into the laning phase, the Sylas is probably going to TP and look to crash the wave. So as we can see, Lee Sin is, well, a Grandmaster. He knew, he pulled the wave, he killed a little bit of the minions, and right now Sylas instantly TP'd, and Lee Sin didn't even stay right here because boop, Talon came here, he didn't lose anything, so this is high IQ jungle, really good jungle, not your jungle from the SoloQ that screws up the wave and just completely screws your lane and just pushes the lane when you tell him to not. No, this is Grandmaster, so this is what he did. So how did it go? How many questions did you answer correctly? Comment below with how many you got correctly, because I'm really curious to see how good your macro was really. And do you like this kind of videos? Comment below and let me know if you did. For you that might struggle climbing and improving in SoloQ, you might be stuck in the same rank for a while. You're really thinking, hey, I want to take this game more serious, but it simply doesn't work. It's so hard. My teams are bad, and I don't really have a good influence to carry the games. I need some help with my macro game. My wave management is not good. I coach thousands of players in this game with ranks between Iron to Challenge, helping them to improve 10 times faster. Do you want to improve 10 times faster? Good indeed. Go ahead and book your personalized coaching session and start getting better instantly. The link of my website is in the description.